My. Good morning, my brother. Good morning, my brother. Good morning, my sister. We greet you in the everlasting and adorable name of Jesus, our Christ and our Lord. And I have to agree with the choir and its song of praise this morning. Jesus is in this place. It's a Saturday morning, September 25th. 2021, pressing in with weekend responsibilities as it comes to the walk of a pastor, walk in this instance of this weekend, walking in the pathway of a neighbor and friend of those who, for the last 30 plus years, have been living right across the street from one another, literally driveway to driveway. The Mosses and I, and one of their daughters was in school with, in high school with my two sons, and shared in her homegoing a few years ago. But today I have opportunity um, to celebrate with the Moss family 100, and we're November 27th. It will be, no, October 27th for Mother Cleo. It will be 104 years that she has been living upon the top side of God's green earth. And today we are going to celebrate her homegoing. Celebrated some years ago, as I indicated earlier, with their daughter, Robin, who had just um, gotten up to college in Richmond and um, went on home to be with the Lord. While a young lady, before her flower could fully bloom, and now her grandmother, 104 years old. One of the little paragraphs that Sister Marie, daughter-in-law, shared, she survived two pandemics. She was back in the Spanish flu pandemic some years ago, and now COVID. She's been a possessor of, and all of us walk around with something in our physical frames. She had been carrying cancer around in the 80s. She had one highlighted bout, and now when she was 94 years old, she was dealing with cancer again in two different sectors of her body. Uh, I guess we could say through many dangers, toils, and snares, she could still say, I've already come. It was nothing but grace that has brought me safe thus far, and um, grace is going to carry her home. When I was talking with her son, Commander Henry, um, he said that he knew it was close. Pastor, I knew it was close when I was talking to her, and she said she had to hurry up and get home to fix Daddy's dinner. He said Dad been dead a few years now, and he knew something of significance was on the schedule of heaven when, I guess, if there is dinner time in heaven, she wanted to be there with her husband. Uh, so We come with great passion of neighborhood joy to have been asked to share in such a period of our neighbor's life. Brother Henry, her son, um, um, took care of his mother as best as he could right there across the street for some years, going so far as to build or add on to his dwelling place a room over the garage where she could be lodged, or she could maintain, or he could maintain her there. But it became such a task that she had to be released into a medical facility where better care could be provided. And we shall celebrate her uh, uh, later on this morning. But I wanted to come by and celebrate the power of this 25th day as well, devotionally. While that is on my mind, uh, um, John 6. John 6, verses 31, 35a reads this way: Our fathers ate the manna, Manna, in the wilderness, as it is written. This is Jesus speaking. He gave them bread out of heaven to eat. Jesus therefore said to them, I am the bread of life. I am the bread of life. Jesus is manna, Manna. He is, as manna, daily provision for our every need. Manna, Manna. He knows better than I about what it takes to please me. So we rest within the joy of his supreme supply. Manna, Manna. Our fathers ate the manna in the wilderness. As it is written, he gave them bread out of heaven. Bread out of heaven. Manna, Manna. Gave them bread out of heaven to eat. Eat this. Eat this. Jesus therefore said to them, I am manna, Manna, Manna. I am the bread of life. Meditatively, have you ever made a statement of frustration? You were frustrated when you had to say, why do I have to be dealing with or bothered with or overwhelmed with all of this stuff, with all of this stuff? Why do I have to be going through this now? As if we should be exempt from it, or as if we would wish that someone else, like we know what everybody else is going through, but when we wish we did not have to be going through it. Well, a widely believed and received definition of manna is, what is this stuff? STUFF. What is this stuff? What is this stuff? The stuff of daily living at times robs us of our, what we feel as though is quality time, bonding initiatives, and at our times, just sitting down with our families, not having to deal with anything else. Throw our foot up on that ottoman, or uh, get in some position, or watching TV in our own den, in our own seat, in our own privacy, but still dealing with this stuff is part of the nomenclature, the additive, the presence of. Um, Thought we could escape it, but it has found us. Why do I have to be dealing with this stuff? This stuff. It may be a negative that some of us feel as though uh, we we have to be preoccupied with stuff at certain times, and we've given it a negative perspective, but it describes what may be part of the wilderness of family life. God imposes stuff. Our text speaks of something positive being given by God to his children while in a wilderness. Exodus 16:4-36. Stuff in the wilderness was the blessing given by God for their daily needs. He gave them stuff. He fed them with stuff, kept them alive with stuff, and was punctual with the stuff that he supplied them. This stuff that God gives is for our good. It is good stuff. It's the blessing of God. He stuffs us with stuff to stabilize us, to let us know I have not kept just for me what is for me, what comes from me, but I've given you some of what makes me me. You're better because of the stuff you have to deal with. My stuff makes you better. It is situationally sent. It is on your table. It's you involved. STU, and it's two F's. It's two F's for your faith and not for your failure. stuff. So next time you ask, why do I have to be bothered with this stuff? I just want you to check out who sent it. Stuff time. um, but I like what Jesus says about stuff there in that John 6 text, 31, reading that pericope, verse 35. Our fathers, generationally, stuff has a generational fervor to it. Our fathers ate the manna in the wilderness. They ate it, y'all. They ate it. They consumed it. They consumed it. if I believe, if I uh, um, uh, 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 surveyed this stuff, it was in the morning. Stuff in the morning, stuff for lunch, stuff for dinner. And if I got hungry between scheduled eating times, God had stuff available for my day. Stuff on the weekend. And I trust that as you are preparing for worship tomorrow, the stuff of Saturday, the stuff of today, the AM stuff, the noontime stuff, the early evening stuff, the Saturday evening stuff you got to deal with. And before you can lie down and take a peaceful rest tonight, there is some stuff scheduled for you. Stuff. Our fathers ate the manna in the wilderness. As it is written, he gave them, and he associated this stuff with bread. We've eaten it before. You remember the refrain, bread of heaven? Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Want no more. Feed me until I want no more. And then when he does, we say, why do I have to be dealing with this stuff? Oh God. So when we recognize who sent it, do you know we are the better because he did? He sends stuff to better us. He sends stuff that you can't buy at the grocery store. He sends stuff that you cannot get in a drive-through. He sends stuff that you cannot get from your best restaurant. But the better, the higher. That stuff that will sustain you, that stuff that will not pass you by, that stuff that serves the purpose while you're in wilderness conditions, while you're in stress and while you are in strain, while you're not home. The Haitians recently received stuff. And I don't know what you've been going through of late, but you've gotten some stuff for your journey. He gave them bread out of heaven to eat. Feed me till I want no more. And I have assistance for my little partner, my little 19-month-old granddaughter, Noelle. There's a praise in her name, but I get assistance every now and then. She, just like I had to do yesterday, she took my last. I had to pass on some stuff. She saw a packet of the Lord's Supper up here on Granddaddy's desk, and I had to serve it to her. So she took my last. I have a box over here. However, I had to send a box to one of our supporters, Mother Betty Reynolds. Had to mail her a box. So I ordered it, had it sent to her address. And I have one over here on the side of my desk. I dare not move now, but I want to let you know I have a stash of stuff over here that hasn't been opened yet. I have an anticipation or anticipatory supply. I'm anticipating going through some stuff that I know God is using to feed me. So I bless the Lord for you. It's 7:16 a.m. on this Saturday morning. It's some stuff scheduled for you. Some holy stuff. Stuff me, Lord. Feed me, Lord. Bread of heaven, feed me till I. Oh, blessed Lord, whose hand is always in our circumstances, molding and shaping them to give us a better song to sing, a deepened prayer to pray, more love to give, more joy to provide for others, more compassion for those we see on the side of the road with signs in their hands. More families who have to say farewell to mama, farewell to daddy. And for 100 years, they've been receiving stuff from God. And now we celebrate the room from which it came, the hands from whence send it, and the accentuation of life that it provided. Bread of heaven, bread of heaven, feed me, feed my household until we want no more. I'm hesitant to really say that part, until I want no more, because whatever the Lord has for me, in due season I shall reap if I faint not. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, thine is the power, thine is the glory. And y'all, it's not just temporary. It's it's forevermore. Enjoy your Saturday. Make your way to the house of the Lord tomorrow. And when you do, wear your mask. Celebrate social distancing. But most of all, keep him closer. Can't be far from him during a season like this. Stay close. Stay close. Stay close. And stay advised that the Lord is still in charge and in control. Until the next time, may the love of God be yours. God bless. Oh, y'all.